Welcome to this week's episode of Dadas Show, coming to you from VetLab Sports Club in Kabete. I'm your host, Ashiko Mbune. Now, the Dadas Show aspires to promote the spirit of sisterhood and solidarity. And we do this by creating an environment and a safe platform for women to be able to discuss issues as pertaining to their health, their lifestyle, their careers, and anything that affects them in one way or another. Now, this year's International Women's Day theme was investing in women to accelerate progress. Dadas Show has been on a mission to find individuals and organizations that are indeed doing that, investing in women. Private member clubs have been in existence in Kenya for a while now. And of course, this is an organization that normally offers a social and other facilities to its members, of course, at a membership fee to have access and to use this. Now, with the emerging of the middle class, the uptick and the upsurge of membership enrollments have been very, very high. They've been taken up. I know you're obviously wondering what is the correlation between female empowerment and our search for women in investing in women and private member clubs. Now, out of the 40 private member clubs, especially golf clubs, only 3 can currently boast having women sitting in leadership positions. Of course, we ask ourselves, why is that happening? Now, today we are actually at the source. We have visited a club that very proudly boasts having not only women sitting in the board leadership positions, but of course, one of them actually chairing it. So in the spirit of inclusion, in the spirit of celebrating women empowerment, we will be joined and we will have a conversation with those ladies. And I know you're wondering who we are talking about. So, of course, as always, I welcome you at home to take part in this and any other conversation that we may be having. You can reach us directly on our social media accounts at KBC Channel 1. You can also reach me on my social media accounts at Ashiko, the host. Of course, we are looking forward to getting your feedback, your questions, and anything that you may have ascertaining to this show or any other show. Before we jump into this day's fantastic conversation, let's take a look at the following feature.
Women's golf in Kenya came about in the 1930s when a group of enthusiastic ladies met at Muthaiga Golf Club and brought about the idea of establishing a ladies section. The Kenya Golf Union played a major role in the promotion of ladies golf in the country and has seen them go through many phases to get to the present state. We met with 3 ladies who pride themselves with over 2 decades of experience in playing golf. Dr. Susan Gure shares a journey in golf.
I started playing golf in the year 2008 at Nyahururu Nanyuki Sports Club. And over time, I've improved from handicap 36. Today I'm playing at index 16, which is quite commendable. And I'm also the chairman of VetLab Sports Club. Earlier on, I've been a captain of the same club. And among many other things, captaincy teaches you a lot of things. And along the way, you also get a lot of other girls, or rather ladies, to play golf. Even
in golf, women go through challenges.
Let me first of all say that female golf has come a long, long way from when women couldn't play. It was a men's game. And if women wanted to play, they had to play either very early or when men did not want to play. But today we do play golf, but whether we want it or not, it's a fairly expensive game as well. And therefore, most ladies will not be able to play. Other issues are sometimes it takes long, 4 hours at times. So what happens to those who are taking care of young kids becomes a big issue. But nevertheless, women have taken golf very positively, and we have quite many women playing golf now.
The lady captain of VetLab began playing golf and has since passed down her passion to her family.
My name is Priscilla Karobia. I am the lady captain here at VetLab. I started golf in 1988 at a club called Njoro Sports Club, country club. That was a long time. We were five lady golfers. and 2 of us were Africans, the other 3 were Europeans. It was such a nice thing then, because golf was strange, golf was new, and all I can say is that since then I have grown in golf. I'm very passionate about golf. First of all, I'm a grandmother. My children play golf and their children are playing golf now.
The lady captain says the game is now thriving in the country.
Golf for women has come a long way. At first, women did not play golf. It was for men. So you can imagine how we were inducted into golf slowly by slowly. And some of the notable ladies who have played golf are the likes of Rose Naliaka, who is the first Kenyan pro. And I'm happy to report that she's also a member of VetLab. I remember most of the notable times that I played with her myself. And we have other ladies like the late Leah Mburu. In Joro itself, we started with Sarah Ainley, the likes of Barbara McClellan, the Nightingales and all those. But in Kenya, and especially in VetLab, we have had some very notable lady golf players. Muthoni Muthiga, for example, Florence Masharia, Eva Mushemi, Chanel Wangari, our youngest, almost pro now, is also an upcoming golfer. So they are very notable women. And in other clubs, there are very many ladies who have come from very far to playing very good golf.
Joyce Wafula has held different positions in golf, including lady captain at VetLab and chairman of Kenya's Ladies Golf Union.
I started playing golf in 2002 at Kakamega. I then went on and joined VetLab in 2006. I was a lady captain here in 2010 before becoming the chair of KLGU in 2014. I have seen ladies golf grow over the last 22 years. And I can tell you where we are now. We have a lot of women golfers. I can tell you the other thing that we have seen, I have seen improve is we parents bringing our children to golf, and especially the young girls. I want to just commend Rose Naliaka for starting the Rose Naliaka Academy that has seen a lot of lady golfers, you know, about, I would say about 20 young girls from needy families joining golf and being sponsored by various clubs. I can say we are doing well as a country and continuing to promote ladies golf. And now with the Ladies European Tour being hosted in Vipingo every year, that has brought the image of golf a little, you know, a step further.
In the past 70 years, ladies golf in Kenya has grown its membership to over 1,200, and Kenyan women are now playing with other professionals and are recognized internationally for doing well.
Welcome back. So if you're just joining us, this is Dadas Show coming to you from VetLab Sports Club here in Kabete. Of course, this is coming in the backdrop of the International Women's Day celebration, where our theme for this year was investing in women for accelerated progress. As I mentioned, there are over 40 private member clubs, especially golf clubs, and there are quite, you know, there's a few number that actually have women in leadership positions. So if you're ready to meet our wonderful panel today, I'll start with the lady right next to right next to me. We have Dr. Susan Gure, who is the vice chairman. Who's the vice chairman of VetLab. She'll tell us a little bit more about herself. Next to her, we have Priscilla Karobia, who is the lady captain. She'll tell us what that entails. And then finally, we have Joyce Wafula, who is the past Kenya Ladies Golf Union chairman and also the past lady captain. I'd also want to acknowledge my wonderful audience who've taken time out of their very, very busy schedules to make their way to Kabete to have a conversation with me when we talk about investing in women to accelerate progress. So asanteni sana for making time to sit with me today. So I'll start start off with you, Madam Gure. We talk about, you know, the titles here is chairman, you know, vice chairman. And of course, now being a female talk show, I was wondering, why are you not called chair lady? You know, tell us a little bit about yourself and why. Why is it vice chairman, not vice chairwoman? Karibu sana.
Why not chairman? This land that we play golf, or where we are, is owned by the Director of Veterinary Services. So for a long time, and since its start, or since the beginning, the chairman has always been the director, Vet Lab. So we give that title to the director. It has been there for a long time. Many members may not really know the person, but they know that that's the chairman by his position. And probably that is just like a public service club where the patron was the DC. I don't know about now with the new way of doing things. So the vice chairman in this club is actually a title. So it doesn't matter whether you're a lady, whether you're a man. So it is a title. And the vice chairman is chosen by the members.
Okay.
So basically, the vice chairman is the members' chairman. The members know that that is their leader. And I was very fortunate December 15th to take up that position.
Congratulations. Yes. Let's give Madam Vice Chairman a round of applause. I mean, that's definitely, you know, if we're looking at, this is the elected, so you're elected, meaning that there was a huge percentage of the members who voted you in. Yes. Correct.
It was not an easy, it's not just a walk in the park. It was not a token, you know, position. We were three of us, and I emerged the best. And probably what I would like to say is that it was not because the others couldn't lead. I believe that probably it was not their time.
But let's move on to you, Madam Karabia. So thank you so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and your title is Lady Captain. So for the layman like me at home, what does the Lady Captain encompass? What is it?
Thank you, Shiko. And what I can say is a little bit about myself.
Yes.
Is I'm a teacher by profession, and later on I shifted to doing insurance. So I've only done 2 jobs in my life, and I'm happy with that.
Yes.
I've been a member of Vet Lab since 1995, so that makes it 29 years of membership. Of course, I've seen many captains pass through, and I said to myself, okay, I don't think I was even thinking about being a captain.
Yes.
But I was asked, and I first of all refused, and we had a discussion. But what's the role of the captain?
Yes.
The role of the captain is a big title, and it's a hard work, because you have to make sure the ladies section is functioning smoothly. In Vet Lab, we have 234 members, if not more, I think roughly. And we have to make sure that the ladies are happy, they feel that they belong, they have somebody to call on. When there are competitions out there, the other captains tell me, then I tell the girls.
Yeah.
So if I kept quiet, the girls will not know what's happening out there.
Yes.
But otherwise, it's fun. You get to interact with different personalities, and it's only 3 months. I've been captain for 3 months, and I can assure you, it's hard work.
It's hard work. It's not an easy feat.
No. But they're also nice. They make it easier. For me, I can say the ladies are making it easier. They encourage me when I'm going astray. They tell me, "Hey, madam, here, slow down."
Yeah.
So we work as a team, and we, like the chairman said, the vice chairman said, we are the friendliest club. So you can see the number of ladies we have in our club.
Yes.
And there are many. Yeah. And even we have juniors, we have seniors, and we have social members, all in one group.
That's what I was even about to tackle, because just managing any group of people already is taxing, right?
Yeah.
You know, just any group of people is taxing. Now, here we are talking about people from different backgrounds, talking about people different ages.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know, and this is, of course, this is a private members club. So I like to think of it like this is your treat. So there's a certain way you want it, you know, so I can imagine having to juggle every single person's demands and every single person's needs. You know, that can be easy. But like you said, I mean, so far, turning out with, you know, judging from the presence and the people who've turned out to support you ladies,
correct,
then that must mean that you're doing something right. So thank you so much, Madam Priscilla. So finally, we have Joyce. Now, Joyce, you have been extremely instrumental in pushing for the, you know, for affirmative action, in pushing for the third gender rule. You have been, because you held these positions before. You know, you have been a captain before, and you know, start by telling us why this is so important for you. Because, like when we were having a discussion before we started shooting, you know, you were very instrumental in Madam VC. You were also instrumental in another appointment as well. You know, I mean, you believe in this. Why is this so important, especially in the banner of investing in women to accelerate progress?
Thank you. Yeah. My name is Joyce Wafula. I am a past chairman for Kenya Ladies Golf Union. That was in 2014 when we hosted the All-African Golf Challenge. Which this is the main competition for women in Africa.
Yes.
I was a past captain here in 2010, so I went before our vice chairman here and our lady captain here.
Yes.
And I'm also currently the lady captain for Alliance Girls Alumni Golf.
Yes.
I'm passionate about golf. And for me, it's my thing to do, you know, out of work. And one thing about golf, especially when you are a career woman, is that it's the one thing that you can play on your own, or also play it socially. And even as you play it socially, there are so many things that you get to solve. In terms of women leadership, I'm a mentor, not just for women in golf, but generally women, and encouraging women to take up leadership positions. So when we, last year, when Susan wanted to stand for vice chair, I said, and why not? Go for it. You have what it takes. And so rallying behind her and getting other people to rally behind her, and not just women, but also male champions. So as women, you know, when you're in leadership, it's not just the women. You need to get male champions who can also rally for the cause of women. Yeah. In my usual day job, I am a veteran international development worker. I work for Arizona State University as the chief of party. I run USAID programs that promote youth and women, and especially younger women. So I'm very passionate about seeing women ascend. And for golf, I will mentor women from the young girls. I have a little granddaughter, and I can't wait for her to play.
So
I mentor even older women like myself, like when we started the Alliance Girls Alumni Golf, which Susan is a member. We had many of our alumni ladies who did not play. And they were like, we are already old. And I'm like, this is the most friendliest sport that you can play at whatever age. So I'm really passionate about golf and happy to be with these great women here to speak about the sport and women.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Mafula. That is really well put. So when we're talking about some of the challenges that I experienced, you see, like for instance, you've mentioned something, even though it was in passing, about the age. You know, so, oh, I'm a bit too old, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I know that there are so many challenges that, that our current VC is going through. What are some of the challenges? And perhaps once we are able to touch on some of the challenges, we will notice what are some of the factors that are hindering women from actually, you know, either taking up the sport or even joining or even wanting to be in the ranks in leadership. So, you know, Daktari, tell us, what are some of the challenges that you feel like female VCs go through? And of course, you will add on some of your challenges that you experienced during your tenure.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ashiko. I probably did not also say something a little about myself.
Yes.
Maybe I would want to just say that among my many other things, I am a family person. I am a daughter to an 84-year-old lady, 94, she's
94.
still alive. I am a mother and a sister and a friend to very many. And I also want to say that I've worked in the different fields which have shaped me and which have given me a lot of, vibes to,
Yes.
to grow. I worked as a teacher, and then I went to the Ministry of Education, and I rose to the position of District Education Officer, Laikipia District, which is really big and difficult.
Yeah.
And the fact that the ministry felt that they can, entrust me with that, that was really good. And then towards that, after some time, I was like, I need something else. I'm usually a person who wants to explore, so I went to Australia and I did a PhD, and then I went to Dedan Kimathi University, where I'm a senior lecturer, a mentor, and also in charge of the PhD programs.
Yes.
Not PhD only, but postgraduate, both masters and PhD.
Yes.
Now, the reason I'm giving you this story is to probably tell you where I've come from and in relation to probably what I'm going through.
Yes.
And I have been in this club for quite some time, not too long. And I joined here 2014, and by 2015, 2016, somebody was asking me, can you be a director? And I'm like, aye, a director, and soon I became a director. And one of the things that I'm really happy about is that we were doing a constitutional review, and I was able to push for a third representation of women
Yes.
in the board. So that today, if the women are not well represented in the bigger positions, we put aside space for the women, a third representation. It was not easy. I was even asked, are you going to force people to vote for women? And I told them there's something called affirmative action. I was very happy with that. The second thing I did was the strategic plan. Now the challenges are there.
Yeah.
We came in and I was like, these people need to have a voice, the members. And so very fast I established a WhatsApp group. Whether it was a mistake or something positive, the WhatsApp group became...
the jury is still out on that one.
Yes, the jury is still there. And there was so much people pushing and ventilating, sometimes very negatively. And therefore, I was like, wow, now life has started. And therefore, it was becoming extremely difficult for me to decide, how am I going to do this? And therefore, the challenges were there, not just for me as a woman, but the challenge were there for the club. But as a lady, it has been a paternalistic society. For a long time, women could not visit this club. And I have done a paper on, it's called Challenges of, assimilating members who don't conform, in quotes. And therefore, even the structures that are there were basically, quite men.
They've been planted.
Yes. Even the word vice chairman, a lot of people come a vice lady, chair lady. They really, you can see the struggle.
Yeah.
And I remembered going to Laikipia, where I was also the first woman district education officer. And that's what I'm telling you, a lot of things have shaped me. And I went to the Dorobo side, the Laikipia North, and the men there insisted they want the district education officer.
Has to be a man.
No. They said, we are not going to talk to anybody else apart from the district education officer. Now here is a young girl in her 30s, and these were old men. And therefore they sat. And then when I came and she's the one, You could see the disappointment, you could see everything. So that shaped me even when I joined the club. It was like, oh, now this is somewhere else. 70% of our members are men, maybe more. We have a very small percentage of women. And therefore, already there is that issue.
Yes.
If you go to golf, the women will play ahead of the men. That also says something, you are the weaker sex, so play
So you're given Onyiro one. You're given Onyiro one.
Yes, anza bele wewe na watoto.
Numumalize haraka
So already there is some kind of a structure that is saying this is the way things are supposed to be.
Yes.
So again, that kind of thing is there. But I thank VetLab because they looked at what Dr. Ngure has been able to do. I don't think they looked at me because a lot of men voted for me. A lot of men, and probably 80% of the ladies. But they looked at what I was able to do. And that is the take home, that women, we must not wait for tokenism.
Yes.
Work for it. Show yourself, shine. Let, when the vice chairman is giving their speech, say, Dr. Ngure does the monitoring and evaluation for us. So somehow people knew who Dr. Ngure is. She was not a very...
she didn't come out of the blues. She wasn't cowering behind the shadows.
She's done the... So the challenges are there. But I also want to say that I have a lot of support. Both from the men and a lot of the men. I told you they form more than 2/3.
Of course.
And many of them come because they love their club. They love what they are able to do. So I leverage on that. I leverage on the fact that we love our club. We want to see our club grow. We want to see our club, move to the next level. And we want a good voice outside there. So they are there and they support me. And therefore, even though the challenges are there, including even, what are you going to wear? When you are a vice chairman, it is no longer the little dresses that I would wear, the mini skirts that I would slay. No. It was time now to wake up and say, people must see that you are a chairman of both men and women, and children must look at you and see a future. And especially the little girls.
Yes.
They must be able to look at this girl, this chairman, and aspire to even do better than myself. So I don't want to talk too much about the challenge.
Yeah, but I think I've understood the gist of it, because I think at the end of the day, even as you're talking about the challenges, you've also expressed the fact that you have a lot of support.
Correct.
So I think every single thing that is presented to us in one time or another presents its own set of challenges.
Correct.
Now, even before we go on the break, because we're just about to take a small break, we've talked about some of the things that are hindering the lady participation. Joyce, since you have been there before, you have seen, by the way, kama kuko na mtu yuko on the ground ni wewe. What is this thing that has hindered participation uptake? People come in to say, okay, fine, then I'm interested in playing golf. I want to come and play golf. Not only that, I want a leadership. I want to be in the board. What is hindering women from taking that bold step? Because like we can see, Madam Ngure here, maybe since for a long time she was almost being molded for this particular role. So what are the things that are hindering women from taking up such positions?
Historically, golf was a male sport, and the first women who played golf were not working women. So it was like the housewives. You joined the club as a joint member or a spouse member. So you took the children to school, then you came and played a round of golf in the morning, you went back to cook and pick the kids, and so that's what it was. And so as time went by, more women, especially career women, started taking up golf. One thing about golf is that it takes up time. You need like 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours to play.
Indeed, yeah.
So, balancing the role of being a mother, balancing a role of having a job can be a challenge. So one of the most challenging things is the time that it takes as you balance your time at home and also your time at work and your time doing the social. So that has been a challenge, and that's why for the longest time you'll go to very traditional clubs. Up to now, women still only play golf during the weekday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you know, odd times. And they never had the opportunity like to play ladies golf in a club on a Saturday. So we would play our meadows during the weekdays. And so that was a challenge to women who were working.
Yes.
But as time has gone on and more women are taking golf, you know, more career women are taking golf and more working women are taking golf, this has changed. And so we've been able to advocate for ourselves in the clubs through the Kenya Ladies Golf Union, you know, to make sure that the lady captains are supported and that they really have a voice even within their own clubs. And then in terms of the leadership positions, such as our vice chairman's position here,
Yes.
we have seen more and more women also rise up and ascend to the leadership position, like being a chairman of a club or a vice chairman of a club, or even taking up senior executive positions within the club. So I can say it's a journey, just like anything else, is a journey for a country such as ours.
Yes.
But I can say, like Kenya, we are far. In terms of leadership, not just in sports, but even in the workspace, we are far. And you have seen where we have women leading, you can tell the difference.
Absolutely.
And so this is what inspired me to ask Susan to lead. And there are other two women who were there before. We had Nelias Karaoke also leading, and she had an exemplary time when she was chair. We had Mary Maingi before her. And I can say many other women who have led the club, they leave a mark. So I would just like to encourage women, be bold and take up leadership positions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's a fantastic message. I think that's a very good point for us to end. So if you're at home and you're hearing it from women who, you know, who have actually invested quite a, you know, a huge chunk of their time to playing golf, to be around these parts. So, you know, take up the role. Do not be afraid to shatter the glass ceiling. So we're going to take a small break and then we'll be back for the question and answer session. Don't go far away. Hello and welcome to the second part of Dadas Show. If you're just joining us, you have missed quite a fast session, but fear not, all the YouTube episodes are up and running, so you can always catch up with us and to find out what you missed. Remember, the conversation today is around women in leadership. Of course, this is coming after the big celebrations, the International Women's Day celebration, where the theme of this year was investing in women to accelerate progress. So we are here with a private members club that is doing exactly that. They're investing in women. And like I mentioned earlier, there are very few clubs in the country that actually have women in leadership positions, but this is definitely not one of them. So we are at the question and answer session where we will get comments, feedback, we'll get questions from our wonderful audience, sometimes even just an encouraging word to our lovely ladies on today's topic. Remember, you can reach me at Ashiko the host across all social media platforms, and you can also reach out as KBC Channel 1 across all social media platforms. So I'm happy that I have a gentleman in the audience. I do. Like we said, when it comes to gender equality, it's not a gender war, but we all have to come together to fight gender inequality. So I want to welcome Bwana Elijah. Elijah, thank you so much for joining us. Please.
Thank you, Ashiko, for hosting our ladies on your show. And thank you for visiting VetLab Sports Club, one of the friendliest club. My name is Elijah Mbole. I happen to be a great supporter of women. I happen to be a husband to a past KLG chair seated right next to you. And a supporter of our chairman, Susan Gure. I remember when we were hunting for a chairman, I was one of the proposers. I even told her to go up to this position. And I was greatly honored to see her achieve that post.
Thank you so much, Elijah. So the next person joining us is somebody who we're very excited to have here. She is a mother of a junior member who has accolades and accolades. She's a junior golfer par excellence. So let me not blow her trumpet. Let me let her introduce her child and how it is, you know, to have someone that young participating, especially on a global landscape. Karibu sana, madam.
For this platform, and thank you, ladies. I'm the mother to Navya Nagda. She's currently 15 years old, and she has a handicap index of 12. She started golf at the age of 4.
Wow.
To parents that are non-golfers, so it was a very big shock. But she's pursued it, and she actually has taken, I mean, serious golf, I would say, would be from August 2022 is when she really came on board and started playing very serious golf. Thanks to the lady captain here, who took her under her wings and introduced her to the ladies' league, and that's where she's grown from. She started playing a lot of the local go-to events, which they will tell you what it's all about. So she was a Division B winner in one of the go-to events in April 2023, and another one in May 2023. And she won those 2 divisions in Division B. And then thereafter she moved to Division A, so now she has to work her ladder up and do that. But she's won several other junior events. And then we played the US Kids, local US Kids Tour, and she emerged a winner in that, a tour champion.
Round of applause to Mama. You know, I know the accolades are somewhere. What piece of advice do you have for parents who are out there with talented children, talented young children? You said you don't have any golf background.
No.
I
think you need to see the potential in them. If they show interest, please push it further. Because for me, it was a whole journey in itself, not knowing anything about golf, but learning it and now trying to be there as her backbone to make sure she takes it to the level she wants to take it to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Round of applause to her. I believe we have a question and a comment. And, you know, just to add on to that, it's really, really important for the parents who are out there and you're seeing your child is taking a keen interest in something, that to actually, you know, pursue it. Come for a consultation, be it maybe it's golf or any other sport for that matter. You know, give the child a chance. Like I love it because you don't even know where this interest came from. And out of the blues, she's competing on a global scale. So I'm very happy for you, and I'm also urging the parents out there, if you notice that your children have a skill, there are clubs out here that have actually been put together to have, you know, which can be able to nurture our young ones' talent. Now, in the game of golf, there are very many moving parts, quite literally. But they're also very, very key people. You know, they're the players, and then they're also the caddies. The caddies, if you do not know, are the people who walk around with these golfers from morning to evening. Now, you can easily assume that these people are just good for carrying the bags. But some of the most skilled players actually started off as caddies. Kweli Rongo? Am I lying?
Yes.
No. So now, joining us today, and of course, in complete Dada show spirit, we have a female caddy who's also a member of an organization. So let me not speak on her behalf. Let me allow Banis to introduce herself, tell us how long she's been a caddy and the organization she's part of. Banis, karibu sana Dada's show.
Banis Wajiro.
Yes.
I'm a caddy at Vetlab Sports Club.
Yes.
And we do caddying. Caddying is carrying those bags to our members, all our fellow members. We have a lot of advantages, and as ladies caddy,
yes,
because we learn a lot from our fellow ladies golfer,
yes,
and they advise us a lot, and they really help us when we really need our helps from them and advices. And another thing, but we do go through challenges as lady caddies. Sometimes we might need something, and maybe we might go through some problems, and we can't be able to be here because as a caddy we just get paid it's not permanent.
yes.
So if sometimes you get sick or you get something, most of the time maybe you look help from them or our members, but they really help us.
They do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. A round of applause for Bunnies, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you, first of all, for even coming to speak on behalf. And of course, you know, the job itself has a lot. It entails a lot during the rainy season when the sun is out. You're right there, you're standing. And I understand that you're a player as well. So we will have an opportunity to touch base a little bit more. And we will go on the course to onyeshe what you can be able to do. So I'll carry your bags and you will play. Amade. Sindio, I carry your bags, you play. Are we good? Excellent. Thank you so much. So our next question, comment, or feedback in regards to today's episode is Rahab. Rahab, karibu sana Dadas show.
Thank you so much. I am happy to be here, and I feel privileged to be mentored by great women. And this has been I'm one of the lucky people who've been privileged to be mentored by great women in my career. And such an initiative encourages me as a woman, as a mother, and as a colleague to many people. I am privileged to work with different men, women, and it's a safe space. I would say that VetLab is a safe space to work under the mentorship of great women.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rahab. A round of applause for Rahab. That's wonderful. I don't know how many people can sit and say, you know what, where I work is a safe space. It's a safe environment. I feel like I can grow. I feel like I can thrive. And I think, in essence, that has been the mood of today. Friendly, safe. So we love that, and we would like to believe that the female leadership has contributed something to that. So our next comment or feedback is from Susan. Susan?
Thank you, Ashiko. And thank you for the panelists. To the panelists, I've learned a lot. One of my fears was about time. How do you create time as a lady? But today I've understood. My small question is, how do I join? I'm encouraged that you can join even at this age. I've retired from the civil service,
yes.
But from now on, should I know how I can join? Not necessarily this club, any other club of golf. Thank you.
Thank you. That's actually an excellent question. When we're thinking about, and I like the fact that you generalized, how do you become a member of a private member, keyword private members club? How do you get that position? Okay.
Let me take the opportunity to answer you, Susan. To join a members club is easy because, first of all, you must develop the interest in golf. How do you develop interest in golf? And like you had Mama Navia saying, she's not a non-golfer, but yet her daughter is an excellent player now. So once, maybe within your circles, maybe your friends, maybe where you're working, and they could be paying the membership for you because you work for them. But the first thing to do is to join a club. There's an enigma about a private club, but it is not very hard. It's not, surely, we have demystified it as women and as non-golfers. You join a club. Okay, once you join a club, you can join a club as a social member or a golfing member. If you join as a golfing member, then you'll be entrusted to the captain, to the lady captain, and to the golfing society in that club, right? Then they will develop you, take you to encourage you to see a pro, go a few rounds, use bunnies to help you learn more things, then get a handicap. Then once you get a handicap, it is like when you get a driving license. You get permission to do things, but without a handicap, actually some clubs will not even allow you to go to the course without a handicap. So it's easy. Join a club, and if you are a golfer, get into the group of the people who are golfing there already. And if you're not a golfing member, you can become a social member. Like VetLab has a gym. Vet Lab has beautiful lunches and dinners you can bring your family to. And if you said you're retired, you have grandchildren, you can introduce them to golf. Vet Lab has one of the most vibrant junior golf section. So, and if they join when they are young, like you had Mama Navia saying, Navia joined when she was 4. Imagine.
And now she's 15.
And now she's 15. Wow. She's my junior partner. Hello. League. I play league with Navia.
Yes.
And when the guys say me, I'm a grandmother, so they'll say, when you give that grandma her junior member, they will beat us.
Yes.
And for sure, we will beat them.
Yes.
So it's a perception that it is hard to join a club. It's not hard. It's just a perception that I know the women here are trying to demystify it. I know when they were in KLGU, and even the present KLGU are encouraging us to have more women play golf. When I started golf in 1988, we reached a handicap of 36. Now you can go up to 54. Allowing more women to play golf, to access that space.
Wow.
It's a good space.
Well, thank you so much. Round of applause to Priscilla. That's really well put. I hope, Susan, that your question has been answered. Now, finally, there's a wonderful member in audience, someone who has played golf for the longest time. And we are so honored to have her here, and she's also passing her wisdom on to the younger generation. I'll give an opportunity to introduce herself before we sign out for the day. Karibu sana, madam. Please tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been playing golf, and how it is teaching the next generation of golfers. Karibu sana, Mary.
As Shiko has said, my name is Mary Karano. I joined here 3 years ago. I have prayed for the country all over the world, representing this beautiful country, and I feel proud because of that. After that, I have retired playing competitive golf, although sometimes I try to compete with my chairman and the rest of the low handicappers. As chairman said on Saturday, she is in B and I'm in A.
Oh, nice. Round of applause for that.
I'm happy because even the red captain, the first past red captain, they accepted me to be playing the league matches with the younger generation, so that I can be teaching them short game and the rest. Being not playing the competitive golf, the past chairman, immediate Mr. Mushauge Diaka and Jan Delito, they approached me because they used to have a hard time of to help young girls, that is age 5, age 6 and below, when they come to play golf. You can't imagine, you have a 5-year-old kid, you are teaching her golf there, and it's like, I want to shushu. And if it's being taught by a gentleman, he'll get a hard time to take that girl to the washroom. And that's how they decided to bring me at Vet Lab to be teaching those young girls. And I'm very, very happy because even for my age, interacting with those young girls and boys, you don't grow old.
You don't.
I feel nice because these are our grandchildren. And I'm very happy to nurture them for the future. Even when I see Navia playing the junior championship, I'm very happy. When we go out for those GOTE events, when we hear her name, golf doesn't have races. We are all there clapping for her. And we wish her a beautiful time in her golf, and she'll go far. About our chairman, current chairman, that is Dr. Susan Gure, she is afraid, and I like her. We have come far from with her. What I can say about Susan, you ask her a question. She knows the answer, but you not get the answer there. She'll tell you, I'll get you the answer. But that day, even if she's not in the club, she'll call you and you get the answer of the question you asked her. Also, I can say about the leadership for ladies in this club, we have brought good people. The chairman who was, the lady chairman who was there 4 years ago or so, now she is the MP for Moya constituent.
Oh wow! Round of
Mary
applause.
Maingi.
So this is a
you can
breeding
see
ground for
Vetrab.
some wonderful women.
Thank you very much. You can
Yes.
see Vetrab,
Yes.
the ladies who cater for Vetrab, most of the time, and we have seen it, they are going far.
Wow.
Sooner or later, our present chairman will be a senator.
Isn't that it? Isn't that it? Thank you so much.
God bless you, Susan.
Thank you so
With your
much,
team.
Mary. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I like that, and she's sending messages, and just to show that it's definitely a place that you can grow. So, like you've heard, there's nothing that is more beautiful than somebody, like the different generations working together, and you're having Mary, and she's Shosho, and she's teaching the younger ones. Best believe that we most probably will listen to her more than they will listen to you. So you might as well just come and give it a shot. So at this moment, I would like to invite my wonderful panel to give us all a parting shot in regards to today's conversation. Remember that you can always get in touch with us through all our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1. You can also reach me directly at Ashiko, the host, across all social media platforms. Of course, we are honored to be here, especially in the banner of the International Women's Day, where we were talking about investing in women to accelerate progress. I'll give an opportunity to my panel to give us 1, 2, 3 words before we call it an episode. Karibu sana, Madam Gure.
Thank you very much, Ashiko. 2 things. 1, women must not sit back and wait for tokenism. We must fight for it. You must show yourself. You must be able to be visible. And we must also contribute. We are not fighting the men. We shall never fight. We need them. They are husbands, children, and all that. But women must also be able to stand for them, for themselves. Number 2, I want to talk to the women and tell them, support one another, live to one another. My friend Susan, I've known her for more than 30 years. We support one another. When I got a master's degree, I challenged her, she got one. When one day we woke up, we said each of us is writing a book.
And you
My
proceeded
book
to
is
do
my
that.
10th life, and she has hers.
Wow.
So once you get one woman willing to support the other, great things happen because you move forward, and we also mentor other young kids. So thank you very much. Thank you for supporting the ladies. And I want to say that Vet Lab is a wonderful place. Please join us one of these days.
Thank you so much, Madam VC. Thank you. Next, we have Priscilla. Priscilla, what's your parting shot for the day?
So my parting shot is short and brief because Susan asked, one of the members of the audience asked, at what age do you join golf? You can join golf anytime. Okay, the younger the better, but if you are busy bringing up children and working, join it at the time that is convenient. Because when you leave work, what will you do? You just grow old, put a scarf on your head and a lasso. Me, I'm not there. And so age should not be a deterrent for you to start playing golf.
Yes.
I am passionate about golf, and at my age, I'm still playing golf because I keep healthy, fresh air, and like Ashiko has been invited, come, we shall take you around. And also, it helps me to keep fit, meet people. It's a center, it's a good space to be in. You meet contacts. I'm in insurance right now. The business I've done on the course, I will not tell you how. I would also like to say right now that my captaincy is easy because my vice captain is very useful to me. Echoing what the chairman said, let us hold each other's hand. And I'm happy to say that my vice chairman is in the audience. Joanne. My vice captain, Joanne Kengo. And on that, ladies, let's play golf.
Yes.
Keeps us young.
I like that. I think we're gonna get a T-shirt done that. Okay, ladies, let's play golf.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And then finally, Madam Wafula.
Yeah. Thank you, Shiko. I've been a member of this club for more than 20 years. And as you can attest, this is one of the most friendliest clubs in the country. I'll say this, women are the life of the club. You should come here when we have a ladies event. It is lit up, it's beautiful. You know, they just rock.
Yes.
So when you invest, echoing the Women International Days theme,
Yes.
when you invest in women, you go far. Even as a club and as a country, because we are resilient, we are patient, and we are inclusive and very collaborative. That's our leadership. Yeah, we are the life.
Wow. I don't even think, well, I know. I don't think there's anything I can possibly add to that. So on behalf of myself, Ashiko Mbune, hosters today, of course, the team at KBC, I wish you all a very, very empowering week. Be sure to reach out to us on all our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1 or on my personal pages at Ashiko the host. Till then, I wish you all a lovely, lovely week. Till then, bye-bye.